Hello friends, welcome to Neela's studio. Today I am going to show you the front part of the boat neck blouse with princess dart in the front. First we will start from the waist of the blouse. So to begin that, keep a scale like this on the chart paper like this and draw a line first. Okay, then you have to take 1.5 inches measurement and keep a point on top and then draw another line using a set square or a pattern master. Then draw half an inch seam allowance for the front open, as this is a front open blouse. Now keep the back pattern of the blouse on top of this and mark all the points like the chest line points, the shoulder points and the neck points. But you have to keep it on the half an inch seam allowance which we have drawn for the front like this. Now draw the chest line on the points which we marked. This is the chest line for the front part of the blouse. Next, we will have to draw the line on the shoulder points which we have marked. So you have to actually draw one line on the top shoulder point like this. From this point, the high shoulder point, take another half an inch above and mark another point to draw another line. Now you can keep the set square and draw another line of half an inch. And this is only for the boat neck blouses. Now, to give a shape to the armhole, we need to take 2 inches above the chest line and mark a point there like this. Now using a set square, you can draw a line on that point. Now take another half an inch above this armhole line which we have drawn, as this will help us to divide the armhole curve. Now let us mark the bust point, that is the dart height. It is given as 11 inches, so we will mark it here for 11 at this point. So this is the bust point. It will be the cup height. So the cup height is 4 inches. So mark below another point for the cup height here. Let us now draw a line on the bust point like this using a set square and also on the cup height point. Now let us mark the chest point. The chest is 38 inches, so we have to divide by 4, which gives us 9.5. So we will first mark 9.5 inches on this chest line. Now we have to add margin for the center seam and side seam. So we need to take 1.5 inches for the center seam and side seam allowance and add another 3/4 inches for ease. We have to add 2 1/4 inches for the center seam and side seam allowance. So in total, we are adding 2 1/4 inches. Now let us mark on the bust line. The bust measurement is 39 inches. So we need to divide 39 divide by 4. We get 9.75. So first we'll mark 9.75. And then we will have to add another 1.5 inches as a center seam and side seam allowance. Now let us connect the extended chest line and the bust line and draw a straight line down till it reaches the waistline. Let us now mark 1.25 inches for the side seam allowance. This is the side seam allowance. We will now have to mark apex to apex point. Apex is 7.5 inches. So we'll have to divide that into 2, which gives us 3.75. So we'll mark from the center point to the bust point 3.75. But we need to add another half an inch because we need it for the center seam and the side seam allowance. Now let us use the set square and draw a straight line on the bust point so that it meets the upper line, chest line, then the down waist line. Now you can circle the bust point. We will now draw the armhole depth from the shoulder point like this. Let us now give the boat neck shape for the front part of the blouse also. Use the French curve to give a better curve shape for this. Now let us mark for the waist line. Waist measurement is 30 inches. So we need to divide this 30 by 4 inches. We get 7.5 inches. So this 7.5 inches we'll mark first, and then we will add 3/4 inches for center seam and side seam allowance. Let us now see what is the remaining on the waistline. The remaining is 2.2 inches. We need to add another half an inch so that we can use this difference to split for the dart measurement. We will now mark 1.3 on either side. We will now connect from armhole to bust point with a straight line. Now using the pattern master, connect the bust point to the waistline for the center seam. Now let us see how to give shape for the side seam. So draw a straight line like this and then give a shape with a master pattern for the cup shape like this. We will now take it down and shape it like this so that we get a nice curve. Mark 1.2 inches on the chest line for the side seam dart. Now connect the 1.2 inches which we marked to the bust point with a straight line like this. We have now finished the side seam dart also. Using the French curve, give a shape for the armhole curve. Shape the armhole like this for stitching allowance. Now we can give a slight curved shape on the side seam for the cup size to fit well. You can now erase the straight line which we drew earlier. Measure the dart length 4 plus seam allowance and mark a point on either side. Now from center, give a shape like this on the points which we marked for the center seam and for the side seam. Now draw a slanting line like this from chest point to waist for a better fitting on the front chest. Now measure the waist on the side seam and the center front seam to see if you are getting 7.5 inches plus seam allowance. Measure the armhole curve with a measuring tape to see if you are getting 8.3 inches. We will now cut out the princess dart blouse into two parts. One will be the center seam part and the other part will be the side seam part. In this pattern, we are removing the dart away to give a perfect fit for your blouse. This princess dart blouse is very widely used by all the wedding blouses and grand blouses. Make sure to get the waist width to 7.5 inches. We will now give a notch on all the seam allowance given. The princess cut blouse for the front part of the blouse is ready now. So next video I will be showing you 3/4 inch sleeve for this blouse. Please do make your blouse and give your comments too. Please click the subscribe button if you're watching for the first time and ring the bell to get notification of my new video. If you like my video, don't forget to press the like button.